name is Betty Grote, and welcome to another episode of Disability Awareness Podcast. Today, I want us to share about my work life, how I navigate the work environment, and some of the challenges that I encounter in the process. First, let me start by saying one would want to know, like, how do I get from my home to the office? Well, this is always the most difficult or tricky part because obviously, as a visually impaired person, movement, personally, movement has been the biggest challenge, like moving from one point to another. So what I do I wake up in the morning, prepare myself, and then I have a rider that picks me from my home. Then they take me to the bus station. Then at the bus station, I just like board the matatu or the bus, and then I majority of the times, well, nowadays I would say I'm used to it, or I have been at the place where I stay for long enough that people around the bus station, the conductors, drivers, and the kamageras, they know me. So once I get there, everyone is like, comes you the way they normally like. I don't want to say call it touting, but they know me, so they just receive me. I get to the matatu, and I always remind them, this is my stage. Please be sure not to pass my stage like before dropping me. So that is what I do. I get after I get to the stage, or sometimes there's a time I explained when I'm not sure where we are, and this is mostly when I'm in a noisy matatu or maybe the conductor. There are times that the conductors do not announce the stages, so at that time I might be confused, or it's raining, or there has been too much traffic such that you're even confused, like where are we? So such times I always remind the conductor, like, please remember to drop me here. Or if I'm not close to the conductor, I just ask the person sitting next to me, like, where are we? So that is how I do it. Once I am dropped to the stage, um, my office, like my current organization, we have an arrangement. Like they send the office driver, I call the office driver to come and pick me and then drop me, like take me to the office. Now that you see, now that challenge is already, we've mitigated that challenge through like use of the driver and also the rider. Yeah, so well, one would also want to understand now, like, how do you work? Because people ask me this a lot. How do you work? Like, do some people even assume at the workplace, there are people who assume you are not assigned any work or you don't do anything, which I find ridiculous. Like, why would I come from my home to come and sit in the office the whole day, and then at the end of the month I'm paid? So it doesn't make sense. So just to answer that question, I'm able to work using a laptop, a computer with a screen reader. I hardly use Braille because of accessibility, I would say. If I use Braille, for example, to do my work, that means my supervisor or other people who are to access the work, or who want to, like, the next person in line will not be able to access the work because obviously not so many people know Braille. I would say only maybe some of us who are in this world, and maybe our teachers, or just a few people understand Braille. So the most convenient method is use of a screen reader for me. So I use a laptop with a screen reader. It's able to read for me, like things that are the documents, as long as they're in PDF format or Word. And also, I'm able to use it to do my research, to scroll the web, just to do all manner of things, I would say. So that is how I do my work. Yes, now some of the challenges, I would say, for instance, you see, it doesn't even sound good or feel good when you know people assume you don't work. Like sometimes there's a time I did a presentation at work and people are like, "Oh, you did that. Oh, who helped you?" You say such things like people assume you're not. It's like they assume you're not able, yet they see you at the office every day, which I'm like, sometimes it is important also to ask questions. We don't stay in the same office for 1 year, and maybe you don't understand how I do my work. It is important to ask. Just ask and ask nicely. So, now at the workplace, I would say one of the major challenge that I encounter now within the office is moving around. You see, well, in my former office, the office was not as big, and then also I used to stay. Like my office was what is the word? It was well located, or I don't know what's the word, but I could easily access the staircase from my office without too much struggle or without knocking other people's desks or stuff. And also at the same time, I could access the washroom with a lot of ease. It was just, it was so good. So, like, I did not have any stress at work because you want to go to the kitchen. I just get outside my office and like the first corner, it's the staircase and then the kitchen. And then if I want to go to the washroom, I know it's just like you get outside a corner or straight ahead, it's the washroom. So you see, that one was really easy. But now with my my current office, like the organization that I work with right now, it's so big. So and there are so many departments. Like even navigating my way through, like from my desk now to the place where the dispenser is, it is, I would say it's challenging. First, because you see the desks are so close, and also like sometimes I'm afraid I might like knock things or such things. So sometimes I just use just send a colleague to go get you water, and now this doesn't like, well, it's something I tell myself I have to live with for now. But when you want to go to the washroom, you just request your colleague to like help you get around so that you don't go around knocking things because it's not close, it's a distance. And you also know you pass through the reception, and yeah, well, for me, I am comfortable that way. Yeah, I don't want to cause chaos or or to distract things the way things work in the office. So that is how I do it. And what else? When it comes to, for instance, now, I would say another thing that maybe I have experienced in the course of my working is people not being able to differentiate or to draw a line. Like sometimes you see someone is even your boss, but they cannot separate your work, and your disability. Like they intertwine it so much that sometimes you've done a good job, you've really delivered. They want to commend you and everything. Now someone like says, despite them having a disability, I'm like, was that part really relevant? Is that part really relevant? Because I feel like that is something that it doesn't come out well, because we should, as a society, I would say, we should be able to draw the line or to separate the two. Me being like competent like in my work and in what I do that has nothing to do. You don't have to say despite her having a disability or despite her challenges. I mean, it doesn't come out well. Yeah, and I don't blame them. Sometimes I'm like, maybe for them they thought it was important or it would sound good or something, but it really doesn't to me. Yeah, let me just be particular. For me, it doesn't really come out well. Yes. Now the next thing is sometimes at work you find that your supervisor or your boss or even people, your colleagues, um, because you have a disability, I would say because there's no other grounds, they tend to exclude you from some projects, or even, for example, if it's communications, there's something that you are supposed to do as a group. Sometimes you find you're not even included in the communication, like you're not told or addressed directly. I don't know whether this is, I am majorly attributing it to like me having a disability, like based on my experience, because I do not know any another person's experience. So that is how I see it. Like someone does not even address you directly. Maybe they send people to come tell you stuff. I don't know. Maybe they don't know how to address you or how to communicate with you. So that is what I normally tell myself, and the more reasons why I should have this platform, because having a disability does not mean like someone does not understand things. And of course, if someone is able to deliver when you give them work, clearly that shows they are competent enough to receive information, to receive communication and act on it. So that is my experience. And as I said, part of the reasons why I've started this platform is so that we create awareness and also share our experiences. And I look forward like to that time when I have some persons with disabilities come on board and tell us or like share their experiences, because everyone's experience is different. Me, I might be going through this. I think my situation is bad, or I think whatever I'm going through is unique to me. But when we come together and share our stories, our experiences, that way we're able to create the awareness. We are able to learn from each other, and yeah, at least maybe I know so that I'll be able to learn a lot from others, and especially those who have been at the work space for a longer period than myself. So yeah, that is it for like this episode. Kindly share what you've learned, or if you're a person with disability, if there are some experiences that you resonate with. And also, if you would like to come on this platform and share your experience, feel free to contact me. That is it for today's episode. Kindly subscribe to this channel.